Welcome in, everyone, to the High School Spotlight. I'm your host, Garrett Wolford. We're just barely into district play, and we've already seen record performances on the gridiron, including a quarterback who threw for 800 yards and 8 touchdowns last week. On today's program, we'll recap some of the thrilling football games from across the state and preview the undefeated showdown between Neville and state champion Ruston. Later, we hit the court with Bird High Volleyball and see how the Yellow Jackets are winning over fans in North Louisiana. We'll also shine a spotlight on the 2 newest members of the Basketball Hall of Fame, as Coach Charles Smith of Peabody and Simone Augustus were inducted this weekend. Big show on tap. It all starts after this break.
Love did this. This is love's fault, and it hurts. It's devastating. But you always come back for more. What else gets you up this early? What else makes you feel this wild, this ecstatic, this focused, this obsessed? Has to be love. It's in your soul, your head, your heart, your hands. You love the game. It's your nature. Nothing is more real.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
And we're back on the High School Spotlight. There's never been a bigger recruit in Louisiana girls basketball history than Simone Augustus. The Capital Lions star was on the cover of Sports Illustrated as a high schooler, led LSU to 3 Final Fours, and was the #1 pick in the WNBA draft, later winning 3 Olympic gold medals. The Baton Rouge native rightly took her place amongst the game's all-time greats this weekend.
Operator, won't you put me on through? Trying to send my love down to Baton Rouge. Hurry up and put them on the line. Gotta talk to my people just one more time. Calling Baton Rouge. Yeah, 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 sweet Baton Rouge. Home is where the heart is, and where the heart is, it grows. I want to tell you a story about a girl from the bayou who cooked up a good pot of gumbo. Sprinkle in a little Pistol Pete, Dr. J, Teresa Edwards, Allen Iverson, and many more. They all helped me develop the game that you all adored. It all started in a gravel driveway where basketballs bounce like a river's gentle flow, underneath the live oaks where the Spanish moss hang low. In the bayou, basketball is a timeless grace. There's a dance, a rhythmic trance, where the swamp sweet whispers merges with your dreams to take flight and passions ignite. On this enchanted stage, and in my Cajun rhythm, my love for the game was truly defined. From jump shots to layups, each move refined, and in my game, passion was deeply intertwined. With every dribble, there was a rhythm so sweet, like the jazz notes that dance on Bourbon Street. And in every bounce and shot, a battle cry, and in every move, a soulful sigh. Louisiana's spirit thrived in the game that I played, so watch me soar and watch me strive. And in every play, I came alive, so that my dream could survive. More than just a game of skill, it was a passion that can thrill. Spirits soar, crowds roar, on courts where stories unfold. In every match, I shared the highs, and in every loss, I wiped the sighs. And with my teammates, Way, my, BB, Sweet Seal, we won together. Bound by basketball, sweet grace, we embraced. With every game, our love grew strong, our spirits blended in a joyful song, in harmony on the court where we belonged. The heat of the game matches the Louisiana sun, and with every shot, our spirits are spun. But as the pelicans glide and the bayou breeze sings, the magic of the game has its own special wings. And as the magnolias bloom and the moonlight dances in the southern gloom, here's to the court where we laugh and we strive. In this land where basketball and culture thrive, there's joy everywhere. So let the pelicans soar and the jazz bands play. For in its essence, when aligned, love and basketball will forever be entwined. And when the final buzzer calls and the silence settles, let us celebrate this art that has enshrined me forever.
Congratulations to Simone and the Augustus family. She joins her current boss at LSU, Kim Mulkey, who was enshrined in 2020 in the Naismith Hall of Fame. Up next, we recap the LHSAA Network Game of the Week between Natchitoches Central and state champion Opelousas. This is the High School Spotlight.
So it's going to come down to this. Can they do it?
Oh no, they missed it! Wait a minute! There's a flag on the play!
The start of school means the start of new sports seasons, which unfortunately can mean injuries. Too often, sports injuries are treated with opioids, leading to addiction among our youth. And drug addictions can cause overdoses and deaths. If you're injured, ask your doctor for medicines and therapies that don't use opioids. And if you're struggling with opioid addiction, we can offer treatment. Opioid addiction is a losing game. You can help. Learn more at realhelpvr.com. That's realhelpvr.com.
The Opelousas Tigers under Coach Jimmy Zachary won the first state title in school history last fall, beating Cecilia in the Prep Classic. Zachary's team traveled to Natchitoches Central last Thursday, and running back Deshaun Ford put on a show, rushing for over 200 yards against the Chiefs. Here's a closer look. Let's go ahead and get right back into the highlights. Last week's game of the week, Natchitoches Central taking on Opelousas. This was a pretty good game from the start. Opelousas on the move. Number 22, Deshaun Ford, will power down the field. That will be a recurring theme during the night. More Ford. He gets the Tigers deep into the red zone, but the quarter is going to run out. Great size for him, just a shade under 6 foot, 220 pounds. Start of the second quarter, Ford puts them up on the board. 6-0 short touchdown run. The PAT would be no good. Natchitoches Central, under Coach Brad Laird in his first season, would answer. Number 4, Darian Anthony comes up with a catch on the deflected pass. How did this end up in his hands? Owen Smith threw it, and on 4th and 19, they keep the drive alive. The Chiefs would punch this one in on the next play. KJ Newton takes the end around, goes 12 yards for the touchdown, and makes it 6-all. Another missed PAT. Opelousas, number 4, Zach Malvo at quarterback finds Corey Fontenot. Pretty pass, 25 yards through the air. That gives the Tigers the lead back. They would convert the two-pointer. Jump ahead to the third quarter. Ford with the big run. He breaks it for 50 to put the Tigers back into scoring position. Later in the drive, Ford bursts through the line. 29-yard touchdown run to extend the lead 20-6. But in the fourth quarter, Malvo is going to get the keeper. He's going to extend it and head out towards first and goal. Probably a good decision there when you got Ford in the backfield. He'll knock a man sideways and get into the end zone. 26-6 your score. The Chiefs would not lay down. They respond. Smith calls his own number, carries the ball into the red zone. First off, though, he's going to bring him down the field. Here's another end around coming. Jordan Carpenter. He'll take the toss sweep, finds the corner, and that cuts the Tigers' lead to 26-12. Chiefs would catch a break. The Tigers put the ball on the ground on the next possession. Natchitoches Central late in the ball game. Here's a run by Smith. Look at this nifty cut to the right, and he's inside the pylon for the touchdown. Big keeper for him. It's 26-18, one-possession game, but when you've got a Ford in the garage, you're going to take it out for a drive. The Tigers come away with the win, 26-18.
What kind of player is Deshaun Ford?
Oh, man, he's everything you want in a player, man. Good character. He's going to find a way to win. He's going to dig deep. He's going to cheer his team on. He's going to, like you just did in the interview, gave O-line props, because without them, you can't run any of these holes. And, again, we put it on his back tonight. He had a bunch of carries tonight. I know over 30 carries tonight, and he held it on and wanted to go right back in the game when he came out. So, just hats off to that kid, man. He's a great kid, and he deserves everything that he gets.
And we got Livonia next, then coming after that, we got senior night, Cecilia. So they're going to play us hard because we played them in the championship. So it's going to be another good game right there.
Opelousas has 4 district games remaining, including at Livonia and home against rival Cecilia in Week 8. After the break, we'll profile one of the best volleyball programs in North Louisiana as the Bird Yellow Jackets step into the spotlight. Stay with us.
If you want to break the rock, you need to make yourself indestructible. If you want to play between the hedges, you need to work out there, up there, down there, everywhere. If you want to reach the win bar, you need to lose sleep, lose count. You need to play every game like you got nothing to lose.
For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light we've been gifted and paint a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant today are the bounty we harvest tomorrow. As farmers, we know that together we're stronger than we could ever be apart. We're the Louisiana Farm Bureau, and we're the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
Welcome back to the High School Spotlight. Coach Bree Salisbury has quickly elevated Bird High Volleyball into a winning program. The Yellow Jackets set a school record with 23 wins and a district title in 22, and Bird is number 8 in the latest power rankings for 5A. With returning district MVP Lola Overdyke and a talented roster, 2024 has been a breakout season for Bird.
We came into the season with a goal, and that was just to have a home playoff game, and we've far exceeded that expectation. So we've just evolved and made it game by game what we want to exceed at so far. We have Lola Overdyke. She's a junior. She's a leader on the court. She comes out and is happy to play the game. She's excited to be on the court, and that just translates overall in her play as well as to the players around her. We have Ramsey Hoffpower, who is just wanting to win every point and every ball, and so she just makes everything work. Avery played libero last year, but we've moved her to the outside, and so we have Landry Rainey stepping into the libero position, and Savannah Yon is a senior on the court that is the DS and serving specialist for us.
Bird volleyball has grown a lot since I was here my freshman year. We're just getting new goals every year to be better than we were in the past. I'm an outside hitter, and I always try to keep a smile on my face when I'm playing because it makes other people happy, and my confidence has grown because as I've gotten older, I've begun to trust myself more.
Definitely our outsides, both Avery Young and Lola Overdyke. They're very aggressive players. They can play very smart. I think also all 3 of our middles really this year. We have 2 freshmen who are playing middle, and Ramsey Hoffpower. I feel like they're just very strategic with where they place balls on the court, and I don't know, it just usually has a good outcome.
My role on the team is mainly, I guess, the energy, to keep the energy up. I really like to have everybody come together, and my hopes are that we win a lot and just work together and get ready for next year.
Yes, it's really fun, especially a lot of us are juniors and we got really close with the seniors. So it's been fun. We all play together, especially on club teams too, so it's a good team bond. It's definitely gotten more competitive, so we've started weightlifting and then practicing more after school and just getting better.
Here at Bird, we like to encourage the younger siblings and the players to come out and to enjoy the games and to take part. I'm always asking the little 5- and 6-year-old sisters when they're ready to play for Coach Bree to see them become, known names, and that North Louisiana teams compete just as well as everybody else. And I just hope that, in the next couple years we're at the state tournament and even potentially winning the state tournament and making our mark on history.
I really love Bree's coaching style. She's very one-on-one with all of her players, and never really everything's taken seriously, but never is yelling at players on the court. It just makes everyone feel super comfortable, and I really like the way that she coaches us.
Bird already has 22 wins and is too shy of setting a new school record for victories for the 3rd time in the last 4 years. Up next, we'll see highlights between undefeated Lakeshore and the 4-1 Franklinton Demons. This is the High School Spotlight.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Buying online is easy, but not when it comes to buying medications. Counterfeit pills and other illicit substances are being laced with fentanyl. Kids are dying from these fake pills. Fentanyl is 50 times stronger than heroin. A lethal dose is smaller than a pencil point. Worse yet, medical professionals can't tell the difference between real pills and their counterfeits. Don't take anything that doesn't come from your doctor. Buying online can leave you flatlined.
The Lakeshore Titans under Coach Brent Indest have won 5 in a row to start the season, averaging 39 points per game. Franklinton hired Nick Saltaformaggio, and the former state champion at East Jeff has quickly turned the Demons into a contender. Here's how both teams played out on Friday night.
Washington Parish now, Franklinton taking on Lakeshore, another district matchup as well. Looking to play like champions tonight. Lakeshore is undefeated, and they'll start with the ball. Bo Bernard drops back to pass. He fools me once with a pass, but don't worry, he'll throw it downfield, kind of last-minute heave, and guess who's there? That is Skylar Williams to give the Demons great field possession on the INT. Watch this. Jacob Crane drops back to pass, looks for his running back. Cy Austin jumps up, dodges 2 defenders, gets out of bounds at the 2-yard line. What a catch. A couple plays later, it's going to be Austin. Give it to him again. Punch it into the end zone. 6-0 early lead for Franklinton. Austin had an incredible game. You'll see some more highlights here as Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Got the Demon student section showing their true colors. Let's join the Titans on offense now. It's going to be the wing T offense, and it's Kato Pichon. He takes the sweep speeds past the Demons defenders and finds the end zone. Extra point was good at 7-6. Back on offense for the Titans, Bernard is going to fake the handoff, fool everyone, and find Dylan Kusaks. Downfield for the first down. Few plays later, give it to Kusaks. Finish the drive, man. Punches it into the end zone, loses the ball, but they ruled he was across the line. It's 14-6, Lakeshore looking good, but the Demons, they're not done yet. They're going to take the handoff. It's Austin again. Why not just give it to him again? He's going to make someone sit down. See you later. I'm going towards the end zone. Gets taken down on an ankle tackle. Final score from this one, Franklinton takes down Lakeshore 35-28. Lakeshore no longer undefeated. First win for Franklinton over Lakeshore since 2016.
Franklinton is now atop the district standings in 7-4A and will play Pearl River in Week 8. When we return, the spotlight will shine bright on Peabody coach Charles Smith, who was just inducted into the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. Stick around.
For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light we've been gifted and paint a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant today are the bounty we harvest tomorrow. As farmers, we know that together we're stronger than we could ever be apart. We're the Louisiana Farm Bureau, and we're the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
Love did this. This is love's fault, and it hurts. It's devastating. But you always come back for more. What else gets you up this early? What else makes you feel this wild, this ecstatic, this focused, this obsessed? Has to be love. It's in your soul, your head, your heart, your hands. You love the game. It's your nature. Nothing is more real.
For 40 years, Charles Smith has been so much more than a basketball coach at Peabody High School. Over 80 of his student athletes have gone on to receive college scholarships, while others became doctors and lawyers. Smith's accomplishments are second to none in Louisiana, with 9 state titles and over 1,200 wins, the 5th most in American high school history. Let's take a closer look at Coach Smith and his war horses.
As I proudly receive this honor, I would like to offer a genuine thank you to Hall of Famer Joe Dumars, another native Louisianian. Whom I've watched play this game at Natchitoches Central High School, McNeese State University, and professionally for many years. I appreciate your support as a member of the 2024 Naismith inductee class. Thank you so much. My journey started from humble beginnings, having parents to dream that nothing was impossible for their eldest son. Growing up in a small rural community in Taylor Hill, Louisiana, the son of a church house school teacher and a World War II veteran, Zelphia and Charles Smith Sr. After serving 10 years as an assistant coach in 1985, I signed my first contract to serve as a head coach at Peabody Magnet High School. The principal added bonus was a lifetime contract offer for over $200 million. Not until my wife and I received my first paycheck did I realize my net worth was intrinsic and not monetary. As a team, we overcame the struggles of the Jim Crow era. As I close, I often ask myself if I would have done anything differently when there were so many coaches who rose to fame and moved on and are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. As a high school coach, my joy comes from giving back to young men who need a role model, a mentor, and yes, just a caring human being. With over 80+ basketball scholarship recipients, producing an executive vice president of a Fortune 500 company, pilots, doctors, attorneys, engineers, business owners, educators, coaches, and yes, 2 NBA players. I now know I have fulfilled my $200 million contract.
Congratulations again to Coach Smith and the Peabody program. The reigning champions in Division II Select will be playing for a Naismith Hall of Famer when they tip off their season next spring. After the break, we'll head back to the Gridiron for a look at Live Oak and Denham Springs. And later, we'll preview the undefeated matchup in 5A between Neville and Ruston. This is the High School Spotlight.
For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light we've been gifted and paint a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant today are the bounty we harvest tomorrow. As farmers, we know that together we're stronger than we could ever be apart. We're the Louisiana Farm Bureau, and we're the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
So it's going to come down to this. Can they do it?
Oh no, they missed it! Wait a minute! There's a flag on the play!
Denham Springs football is off to a fast start this season, winning 4 of their first 5 games. Their only loss came on the road to undefeated Central. Jackets coach Brett Beard, who previously led the program at Live Oak, faced his former team on Friday night.
The Battle of Highway 16 between Denham Springs and Live Oak is always a special occasion. Start things off, first drive for Denham Springs, Jerry Horn was not going to be taken down by the Live Oak defense. He gets into the end zone for an early Yellow Jackets lead. But that'd be the last time we would hear good things about the Jackets offense. Jerry Horn sacked by Lane Billings. First sack of many for the Live Oak defense tonight. Then Jerry Horn later in the drive throws it up. It's intercepted by Brody Welch. And he's going to take this one all the way to the house into the end zone for a touchdown. The Live Oak extra point is good. It is 7-6. Head coach Randall Leggett looking for his first win in district as head coach of the Eagles. Wasn't going to be easy though. Here comes Denham Springs again. They're going to take the ball, run it up the middle, but this one's going to come out, end up on the floor. Someone's going to come up with it. It's going to be Calvin Urson who comes up with the ball, flashes it up to the sideline, lets everyone know defense has it. Not able to do much though. Breck Schultz comes on, kicks the field goal for 3 more points, makes it 10-6, and that would be our halftime score. Denham Springs looking to get something going in the second half, but here comes Jacob Cowart and a bunch of Eagles taking him down in the backfield, and that would be another sack. Yellow Jacket trying to pump up the student section, get things going, but here comes Kingston Johnson. He's going to find Brendan Empson, and Empson's going to pick up the first down and then get flipped around, but he'll land perfectly for a first down Eagles. Another field goal, though, from Breck Schultz at the start of the 4th. Eagles struggling to convert. Not this time, though. Here comes Johnston. Johnson's going to find Cash Davis, and Davis gets into the end zone for a touchdown. Makes it 21-6. Final score from the Battle of Highway 16. Live Oak gets it done. Let's hear from Coach Randall Leggett and some of his players on tonight's big win.
It means a lot to our kids and our community. A lot of times, our kids get doubted week in and week out. And these are one of the hardest working young men I've been around. They trust the process, and they trust the process tonight, and it wound up in their favor.
Defense was huge for the Eagles on the night. One of those guys was Lane Billings, who brought down the quarterback plenty of times and was disruptive the whole game.
I mean, it's a testament to our defense. Our defense has been there all year. We just finally took some opportunities on the offensive side of the ball tonight and put us in field position to get points. we did our thing on special teams, and, you know, the pick six helped. So, again, it's all about finding solutions and finding a way to win, and our guys did that tonight.
Well, we came out, you know, kind of lackadaisical. They drive it down our throat. We go back out their next drive and just really with a different mindset, just coming out, just stopping the run, couldn't really do much, getting after the quarterback in the backfield, getting after it early, and, you know, came out with the dub.
Specialists rarely get the limelight, but Breck Schultz was huge on the night with 2 field goals and a couple of huge punts late in the game to give the Yellow Jackets terrible field position and a night where he was fired up for this rivalry.
Oh, I felt like Pat McAfee. I mean, that's what I felt like whenever I did that. But no, everyone's so excited. I mean, this is arguably the biggest game in the state, almost. I mean, you could put that up for argument. Just, you know, the rivalry that's been built up. So I mean, everyone's just like excited, and just it's such a fun atmosphere to be a part of, really.
So Live Oak comes away with the win, notching their first victory in district play this season. The Eagles will host Prairieville High in their first year of competition later this week. We've got a dynamite matchup on the volleyball court next as Dutchtown and Northlake Christian battle on a Tuesday night. Stay tuned.
Love did this. This is love's fault, and it hurts. It's devastating. But you always come back for more. What else gets you up this early? What else makes you feel this wild, this ecstatic, this focused, this obsessed? Has to be love. It's in your soul, your head, your heart, your hands. You love the game. It's your nature. Nothing is more real.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Tuesday night volleyball saw a top 8 matchup between 5A's Dutchtown and 2A's Northlake Christian. The Wolverines have already beaten 6 teams from 5A this year, while Dutchtown has won 13 of their last 16 and are number 5 in the latest power rankings. Let's see how Northlake Christian fared against the Griffins on the road.
The Northlake Christian Wolverines were able to come back and take down Dutchtown in 5 sets. An impressive win for head coach Lindsay Donovan and her girls. A win over a tough Dutchtown team that played in the state semifinals last year can go a long way for the defending champs.
I liked that we won the 5th set. This last weekend tournament, we went 3 sets with a lot of teams, and we just couldn't finish in the end. And so to see us do that tonight after a hard practice yesterday, it felt good. They listened and they responded. Also, we just told them to swing. Like, trust us and just hit the ball. If you get blocked, we'll take it as coaches, and proud of them for not going soft and swinging through.
And dominating the game was the trio of Abby Bailey, Evie Burns, and Chloe Duncan. Duncan provided the early spark in the 5th set that helped push the Wolverines to victory. Duncan is also playing a new role this year for Coach Donovan.
Yeah, this year Chloe actually has stepped up as our second outside. She played middle for us last year, and we've had a few injuries this season, so we've moved the girls all over the court, and she's just really been like her and Abby have been our outside hitters, just dominating this season. And then having Evie and Lily in the middle, just setting the tone. They do a great job of pulling blockers, communicating, constantly calling sets. And getting involved. So really our front row tonight did a really good job.
Quite a year it has been for the Wolverines. A rough start to the year has been balanced out with some big wins as of late. The team seemed to be getting it together with only a couple of weeks left in the season.
Yeah, so we had the first 4 games of our season, we actually were down 3 starters. And so that was really hard on us. Our setter, our outside hitter, and a middle due to a broken ankle, knee injury, and pneumonia. So, we started off rough, I would say, and then we had a hard time just kind of getting our groove, and we're now slowly kind of getting everybody back in October. And so the girls are just starting to play well together, getting to know each other. We're starting to kind of set a lineup to where I feel like all season you've never known what our lineup was going to be, which is good when we play certain teams. But for comfort for the girls, I feel like we're finally getting a set lineup.
Peaking at the right time is what they were able to do in their run to a state crown last season. Coach Donovan is now hoping that with everything coming together, another run is possible in their division.
I would say yes. Yeah, we played in the Hannon tournament this past weekend, and we played some really dominant teams, and we battled with them and really competed. And if we can play like that against our division teams, it's going to be successful just like it was last year.
The Griffins had their share of success as well, with outside hitters Katie Kusi and Anaya Anderson having big games. Coach Patrick Ricks and his girls are hoping to reach the Cajun Dome again and push for a state crown. Reporting for the LHSAA Network, I'm Spencer Verrett.
Up next, we'll preview one of the biggest football games of the season as undefeated Neville goes on the road to face state champion Ruston this Friday night. You're watching the High School Spotlight.
If you want to break the rock, you need to make yourself indestructible. If you want to play between the hedges, you need to work out there, up there, down there, everywhere. If you want to reach the win bar, you need to lose sleep, lose count. You need to play every game like you got nothing to lose.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Last season, Neville hosted Ruston and came up just short 14-10, suffering their only loss in the regular season. Ruston capped an undefeated campaign with a win in the Superdome over Zachary, 31-17, their first state title since 1990. This year, both teams have run the table, entering Friday night's matchup in Ruston with plenty on the line. Our Spencer Verrett filed this preview.
The Neville Tigers have started the year unbeaten under new head coach Mike Collins. Collins was promoted from defensive coordinator coming into this year, and his guys have really impressed. But Collins isn't taking all the credit for that.
Well, just from the beginning, obviously we have a whole new staff offensively. And, defensively, pretty much the same guys that were with me when I was in charge of the defense. I think the thing that I was most concerned with was how we could get them all to work together, because I had a strong group of coaches offensively. And, they all have been head coaches, coordinators, and done a really, really good job at their schools. And so my biggest concern was I going to be able to get these guys to be able to get all on the same page? And that's what I told them from the beginning. And, they've done a tremendous job in that aspect, and I think that's helped the flow of our football team.
This Friday, the Tigers will take on the undefeated Ruston Bearcats in a matchup between two of the state's best. Two teams that know each other really well, going at it under the lights.
Yeah, I can make that easy. That's real easy. We better be physical in this ball game because, that's their bread and butter, and that's where they're going to make so to speak, that's where they do their most damage on other teams, is because they're physical for 48 minutes. So if we don't match the physicality in the game, then we will be in for a long night. And, I think that's what we pride ourselves in. That's what they pride themselves in, being a very physical, tough football team. And we got to match their physicality as well.
The two played each other in the Bayou Jam, and a couple of Bearcats stand out among the rest to Collins.
The corner, Anding at corner, is a really, really good football player. He made some plays against us in the Jamboree when we had him in the Jam. And, we got to make sure and keep the ball away from him, or make sure he don't touch the football in whatever kind of situation it is. Offensively, with the quarterback, Brantley, it is what it is, man. The guy's a really, really good football player, and it's going to take a superb effort on our part to be able to slow him down. And, he just seems to be able to make plays, and he made plays on us at the end of the ball game last year that sewed the victory up for them. And so we got to keep him from being able to make his plays. He's going to make plays, but we got to minimize them. And if we can minimize, his plays, his explosive plays, then I think we'll be in good shape.
But the Tigers have star power of their own, ready to rumble on Friday night.
And we'll just start with the quarterback, and Parker. He's just improved so much each and every week, which we knew he would. Or felt like he would. He was young. The guy's just a sophomore. And, we're very glad that he's just a sophomore, to be honest with you. Now, did we have some growing pains early? Yeah, absolutely. But, has he been able to fight through it and work through it and do a really, really good job? And Coach Insminger's done a great job with him, offensively. And, he's been one that's really, really done a good job for us, okay? Juju Burns obviously missed a couple of games, and and then since he's been back, he's made his presence known back there. And I think that's really big for us.
A matchup for the ages between the Bearcats and the Tigers. Reporting for the LHSAA Network, I'm Spencer Verrett.
Ruston is rated number 1 in the latest power rankings, while Neville is number 3. A victory for either team will likely result in 5A's top ranking, though undefeated Central might have something to say about that. After this quick break, we'll close out the show and get you ready for Week 7 on the High School Spotlight.
Love did this. This is love's fault, and it hurts. It's devastating. But you always come back for more. What else gets you up this early? What else makes you feel this wild, this ecstatic, this focused, this obsessed? Has to be love. It's in your soul, your head, your heart, your hands. You love the game. It's your nature. Nothing is more real.
For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light we've been gifted and paint a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant today are the bounty we harvest tomorrow. As farmers, we know that together we're stronger than we could ever be apart. We're the Louisiana Farm Bureau, and we're the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
Welcome back in. The annual LHSAA poster contest is underway, with students from across the state sending in their artwork. The winner's work will be featured on the cover of the Prep Classic program. The lucky winner also receives a year's worth of free food from Raising Cane's, along with a cash prize and free hotel and tickets to the Prep Classic. We're joined now by the winner of the 2023 LHSAA Prep Classic Poster Contest, Lillian Johnson of West Monroe High School. Lillian, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
What was it like last year when your artwork was awarded the grand prize?
Last year when I was awarded the grand prize, I was very shocked. When I found out, my art teacher gave me a call and I kind of teared up a little bit because I didn't think my artwork could be a part of something so big. And it was kind of like really cool to be recognized for something like that in North Louisiana, because West Monroe is kind of smaller, but it was really cool because they picked me and I was really proud of myself.
Were you and your family able to come to New Orleans and accept the award at the Superdome? What was it like?
Yes. So they provided a hotel room for us, and I was able to bring my whole family down there and go on the field. And I was really excited, and everyone there was super supportive and took care of us really well. Even the people like in the stands there to just watch a game were clapping and cheering for me when I got out on the field, and they were just really proud, and they didn't even know me. So I thought that was really cool.
What motivated you to enter the poster contest? Have you always been an artist?
I have. I've been doing talented art since the 4th grade, and my art teacher, Miss Compton, is the one that told me about this contest. So she's what I owe everything to, because I would have never known about it if it wasn't for her.
I can only imagine what winning a year's worth of Raising Cane's has been like for you.
Yes, sir. It's been pretty cool, and all my friends, like to take advantage of it as well.
You won the award as a junior in high school, I believe. Will you be working on a new piece for this year's contest?
I am. I'm currently working on one. We're in fall break right now at West Monroe High School, so I've been using this time to work on a new poster to enter, and I'm very excited about it.
Lillian, congratulations again. Thank you for joining us, and we wish you good luck.
Thank you.
For more information on the contest and how to submit your artwork, log on to lhsaa.org. Thanks for joining us this week. We'll see you next time right here on the High School Spotlight.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.